It's gonna be a little longer than usual. We'll see if I split it in two. From the diary of Graham Crossford, part the 3rd. How could I have been so wrong? It's another Graham Crossford, interesting. All I thought was bringing my beloved back to the world of the living. When LeBlack told me such a thing could be done, I was all too willing to swallow her pretty words. The moment I arrived before the gate, I felt a finger of ice run along my spine. Even if my mind had been too slow to recognize it, my very body was repelled by that gate, or more precisely, by what lay beyond it. While I struggled to catch my breath, LeBlack sketched out a magic circle on the ground with practiced ease. As she traced each twisted line and rune, her hand never faltered. How many times must she have prepared for this moment in her heart of hearts? It was at that moment I realized just how she had longed for this moment, how fiercely she desired to see the dark rituals to completion. Only by this ritual may the gate be opened. It will not be pleasant for you, but you must bear it if you wish to see your beloved once more. So LeBlack spoke as she led me to the center of the magic circle. As she began the ritual, the first thing I felt was a great pain that struck my entire body at once. It was followed by a strange sensation like nothing I had ever experienced. I felt myself stretching and swelling from the inside out. From the corner of my eye, I saw my own hand changing into something foreign and awful. And then, the fear. LeBlack watched my transformation with a glow in her eye. It was then I knew the ritual was not intended to open the gate and bring my wife back to me. Yes, I know what truly lies beyond the gate of Finis. That horror, that is what LeBlack sought to bring back to our world, and I was to be the vessel. I would be lying if I said I had no idea this was coming. My conversations with LeBlack had led me to suspect that this ritual would not work for just anyone. It seemed that she needed my blood, the blood of House Crossford, the descendant from an ancient line of sorcerers. That is why I must be the one to prevent her plan from succeeding. If I fail, she will only turn her sights upon my dear Kit. How does he know Kit? No, that I cannot allow. So while I realized before is this guy is Crossford Kit's father? No, I cannot allow that. That I cannot allow. So while I realized before the very end what LeBlack intended, I continued to accompany her in her aims so that I could see the truth of the ritual for myself and foil it however I could. Little did I know that I was dealing with a power far, far beyond any mortal's control or conception. I felt my own sense of self growing faint and distant, and something else entirely filling me. I resisted it with all that I had, but that presence to that thing, a being like myself, a fragile human spirit, could be crushed as easily as an insect beneath your heel. Then, just before my mind was completely consumed by the darkness, I saw the smiling faces of my wife and son one last time. I screamed. The memory of my wife gave me the power to resist at the last critical moment. I imagined LeBlack herself did not think I would ever strike back at her, but I had already grown far stronger than I had been as a man. Even when I only managed to land a single blow to her, it cut her deep. She staggered back, and the ritual was interrupted. This is my chance. All I need to do is chase after her as she flees and cut her evil at the root. Bring everything to an end. This is what I must do. But why am I? Where am I going? Why am I? Am I turning into something else and less human? And so I wander the land without aim. There are periods of time I cannot remember. I come back to myself surrounded by destruction. No memories, but I know it was me. These blackouts grow more frequent. They come for me now. No, stay your hand. I'm no monster. I'm a man. I am a man. wonder if that was Red Eye. I wonder if Graham Crossword was Red Eye. Could be. My thought on that whole bit anyway. Crossword is Red Eye. Alright, keep going now. Like I said, it's gonna be longer than usual, but we'll see if I split.
I cannot!
Alright. Who is this? This is... another...
I'll not be defeated.
Burner, right. There are so many of the bosses in this game, it's hard to keep track of all of them, I think. Well, let's do a shooting star.
Molested star! Pierce our foe!
Wind as well, it's nice.
Witchery!
Okay, physical attack and defense down. Not to end the world. Not fantastic, of course, but not to end the world. Alright, let's bring out another weakness.
Much to learn.
We've got lightning. Nice. Alright, let's shackle him. Whatever you want to call him. Hit.
Now then!
I want to do a lightning blast now. So I have only one more hit before I break her. Him. Burner dude. Or do I do analyze? Let's do analyze.
Let us learn more.
Dagger weakness, good. So you really can't break him, that's perfect. Alright, let me do what? Let's do a HP thief here. Gonna be good, I think.
You're too kind. Have at you!
Right, you will defend.
I think not!
My turn now.
You will defend.
No, you will not!
You will use... Elemental break.
Elemental trick!
Let's set up here.
Well
Big move.
Here I
I want to set up for the big move.
go! Elfric, bringer of the flames!
I
The
am
battle
ready.
is truly joined. My blade is Alephan, Lord of Learning.
Right, let's just go for another HPD. Break him, and then we'll deal the damage. Looks like should probably die without the added hit.
Interesting dilemma.
I would think. So the staff is weak. Yes. I think I had the staff of light. Oh, actually, let's do this just in case, because I know this is win. Yeah, that would have been 360,000 damage. Both of those moves had hit. 360,000. That's a fair bit of damage, that's for sure. Right. Let's see what this one is then. From the records of Lord Werner of River. Oh, really? Hornburg will fall. I still remember her smile as she said the words. It was a score of years ago now. Mayhap more, right? So that she lured Werner as well. But a lot of the stories are very connected because of her. That lady. It was a score of years ago now. Mayhap more. A simple sellsword I was then, when she came to me with a sack full of leaves and a dark promise in her eyes. She knew as well as I did that I had far greater aspirations than selling my sword for coin. What coin would have to be a start, and what a start she offered me. Not only the leaves to free me from another man's employ, but as much as I asked, or to invest in my plot and establish the connections I would need. The life I'd always dreamed of was finally in my grasp. I could use her. I could use her to get all that I'd ever wanted, or so I thought. And so I took the girl up on her offer and began my plot to bring down an entire kingdom. I would need men if I were to accomplish anything, so I created my own sellsword company, the Black Brotherhood, I called them. I spent 3 years doing nothing but gathering information on Hornburg. Then, using what I had learned, I began to systematically remove any obstacle that might stand in my path. I used the girl's connections to make my companies of sellswords very much in demand in Hornburg. I took the worst of the lot, those with no scruples and nowhere else to go, and made them out to be bandits and thieves. I set these villains to attacking the borders of Hornburg, and then my Black Brotherhood would turn them back. It was quite the performance. Other armies didn't stand a chance at beating us to the site of each battle. The skirmishes all took place far from the heart of Hornburg. We knew ahead of time exactly where they would happen, since the foes we faced in those battles were in fact our own men. It was an easy feat to give the appearance of a crushing defeat. Through this farce, the Black Brotherhood won the hearts of the people living in those borderlands. Ingraining myself with the families of these borderlands, I used their introductions to buy trusts among my many powerful houses of Hornburg. The tales of the Black Brotherhood had spread throughout the realm, and I used that woman's money to freely to strengthen my ties to powerful men within Hornburg and without. Still, King Alfred was well beloved by his people and his bannermen. It would be no small feat to win their hearts away from him, in which case things would become much easier if he were simply not in the picture. Hornburg would not last long without the people's love for their liege binding them together. And so my eyes landed upon Erhard, who held a bitter hatred of the king within him. I had him appointed as a member of the king's own guard, so that he could be in the perfect position to do the deed. All that remained to be done was to give Earhart the chance that he was all too eager to seize. Mixing lies and truth, I lit a fire among this strong young warriors I befriended. I could spout any lie and it would not have mattered. Humans care little for facts. They believe what they want to believe. In the end, it took me just 12 short years to bring Hornburg to ruin. After the kingdom fell, I decided the time had come to settle my accounts with that woman. I disbanded my company, having no more need for sellswords. I used the riches I had accumulated to buy myself lands and status that would see me through with my remaining days. To tell the honest truth, this was not easy. I could have gained even more had I remained at that woman's side. She could provide me with wealth and power beyond any human's wildest dreams. But to pursue this any further would be madness. Perhaps I was already mad to serve so long at her beck and call and bring down a kingdom. She was beautiful. There can be no doubt of that. But did I desire her, even for a moment? No, for within that attractive trapping was evil, pure evil, intent on bringing humanity to ruin. If a man dared touch any part of it, his own flesh would rot and fall away. She was lethal poison. She was a lethal poison. She was a witch. And so I cut myself off from her entirely and did not look back. Funny though, is it not? In the end, I could not escape her. She brought about my ruin, as surely as I had indulged her poisonous touch. In her poisonous touch. For in the end, just as I felled Hornburg, it was Hornburg's last knight who laid me low. So she was also guided by this little woman, the black. Interesting. So yeah, a lot of things that are connected. Right. Am I ready for this? Yeah, I should be ready for this. Let's go. That's a big beast. With the fire. Good. Goody.
Now then.
Just use Firestorm then. You can just bring down some strength again.
I'll not be defeated.
You can do what you can do. Well, I don't know. Let's just do a... I honestly don't know what to do with her at the moment. I think really you do. Let's do healing one
Benefic stars, bless us.
An interesting dilemma.
Do this with you.
Ignis Arden!
Like so.
Out of my way.
Alright, so you're first, so that's perfect. You're gonna be first next turn as well, so that's awesome. Let's just do... Probably not be useful to deal anyway, no point in doing it really. So, poison him, why not? Nothing better to do with you anyway, at the moment.
Suffer!
Okay, so poison things.
An interesting
So it
dilemma.
makes sense because it's called a venom tooth tiger after all. You will do like break.
Elemental trick!
Well then,
Julia will simply just defend.
no, you will not.
So we'll
Have at you. I think not. Have at you.
Right,
My blade is an
I
elephant.
will bring the damage yet again.
I'll do my best. Prepare yourself, Elfric. Bringer of the flames.
This setup is working out nicely.
Don't play.
Breaking.
What's this?
Breakage is here.
Now the true
And
Ignis
we most likely
Arden!
I don't feel that'd be mighty
Ignis
surprised.
Arden!
This after all 100 and
Not bad. A passing grade.
270,000 damage-ish from those attacks, and that was unboosted as well. Let's use a couple of these, or one of these. Right, more story. From the Diary of Graham Crossword, part the first. Great tidings reached me as I was passing through Victor's Hollow in my travels. My beloved's condition had worsened. I knew my journey must be brought to a swift conclusion, lest I be too late in the end. I made up my mind to sail across the verdant deep. The final ingredient I required was the pinion of an ogre eagle, that most fearsome beast of the sky. They are said to make their homes in the forest of Roubaix, beyond that vast emerald sea. When I arrived at the harbor, there was only one ship to be found. It was the Grand One, no mistaking it. But the captain was none other than Leon Bastral. I recognized him at once, of course. Who could travel these lands without hearing a tale or ten of that dread pirate captain, the very mention of whose name would set even the bravest sailor's heart pounding and palms sweating. Yet I found the man himself to be quite different from the one spoken of in legend. Captain Leon Bastral stood at the helm of a merchant trader, which was preparing to hoist sail, and at the very moment I came upon it, I told him of my haste and implored that he let me aboard. I'm afraid I don't let just anyone aboard my ships, he told me, and I felt as though I were being put to some kind of test. It was clear this was a man who did not easily place his trust in others. My coined purse as impoverished as my hopes, I held out the only thing of value I could offer, my journal. Oh, so... Okay, so, right. Princess' journal was... Graham Crosswords, right? Yeah, I knew that, because it was told. Right, cool. This is the most valuable of my possessions, I explained. Within it, you will find a record of every region in this vast continent, every town I have visited, and every path I have tread. Surely such knowledge is worth the trouble of having one more body aboard your ship for this voyage. After all, what need had I of such a log then? My journey was nearly over. All that remained was to obtain the final ingredient and hasten home to my beloved's side. Captain Leon gave a boisterous laugh and gestured me onto his ship with a grin. You'd have me believe the leaves of that old book are more valuable than the leaves of my covers? You must have been quite the journey. You must have had quite the journey. I wouldn't mind hearing about it as you swap my decks. As the ship tossed about the stormy sea, my thoughts drifted ahead of the winds to where my wife awaited me. I could see her face in my mind so clearly. It felt as though it was only minutes ago that we had parted, not countless moons. I prayed that the flame would guide me back to her, while that gentle smile still graced her lips. It's almost finished at last, my love. Pray wait for me just a little longer. I know not what became of my journal once I parted ways with Captain Leon, but looking back, I am relieved that I left my hands when it did. Surely it is better that my final entry ended with some traces of hope, rather than the bitter pain I would eventually find at journey's end. I can agree with that. Right, so these are, yeah, like I said, fantastic. I love this. This is awesome. This is great. I really got to this dungeon.
We will stop you here and now.
Right, something's weak stops. I wonder if it's good to any evolve, right? Good to any spells. You remember this when I fought him before? I like the little guys are called scholarly bones.
Electric star, pierce our foe.
Lights, that's good. You have light, so that's fantastic to be honest. Alright. Well, so you can just give him a whack with your staff. Let's analyze and see what the final weakness is first.
Let us learn more.
Daggers, fantastic. That is awesome. Alright, just do this stuff, I guess.
Fatal touch.
Evolve. He ignored the damage. It's pretty
An
lucky.
interesting dilemma.
Alright, so what do I want to do with you? Well, not much. Suppose you could do this. Two skeletons in break mode.
Tenebat Operir.
Intimidate.
I'll do my best.
In the world, at least was a good character for it. Let's do a heal more now. Wait. Yeah, she's before Cyrus next
Bring
time.
about the miracle of healing.
So this.
No, you don't.
An interesting dilemma.
Well, let's do the elemental break.
Elemental break.
The additional damage. Right. You can also defend.
I think not. Victory shall be mine.
Right.
My blade is unbending.
The buffs are coming.
Lord of learning.
Take me away. Right, let's just once and then attack Yvonne.
I'll not be defeated. Here I go! Elfric, bringer of the flame!
This, yeah, like I said, at least for these bosses, this setup is just so good, it's almost ridiculous.
Now the
It is
true
ridiculous.
lux conjurer.
I'll not be defeated. Maleficent star! Here's
It's
our
pretty
foe!
as well, so... World.
Now then.
Alright, we can fire perhaps?
An interesting dilemma. Tenaba Operir. Tenaba Operir.
Nice. Didn't need any boost points there.
What is the logical course of action?
This might actually be enough to bring this one down
Tempest
as well.
of Ice Shell Rain. Not bad. A pass.
Cyrus is just brokenly strong. Brokenly strong Cyrus. I'm gonna finish off at least these fights here so I can hopefully like heal or save at least. That would be nice. Wouldn't mind saving soon. Right, let's see the next story here. From the diary of Headmaster Yvonne of the Royal Academy. Cool. It was 15 years ago when I first learned of that tome. The headmaster's share was but a dream to me in those days. When my prized student Lucia brought a young woman to me, the woman told me that I was the best suited for the position of headmaster. That there was no knowledge, no position that should be off limits to a man of my ability. And so she taught me her many things, one being the existence of tomes containing the long-forgotten secrets of old. There are several volumes of forbidden writing in Atlasdam's great libraries, and no eyes but the headmasters are allowed to look upon them. The tome in question is one of those. It is the last extant tract of the legendary sage known as Solomon, whose name lives on in history, though the land of his birth, the kingdom of Bernstein, has long since been forgotten. Long has it been said that he who can decipher its true meaning will obtain power over even life and death. The current headmaster is not worthy of such knowledge. What he lacks in intellect only pales to what he lacks in character. I cannot depend on him. I would depend on you. She wished to decipher the secrets of the tome and share its knowledge with the worthy alone. Thus, a greater scholar was needed, one who would be able to fully understand the arcane truth within the tome. The doggering fool who now serves as headmaster could never do such a thing, but a genius such as you, Yvonne, surely you, of all scholars in the realm, are up for the task. Yes, that was how she persuaded me. It was true that I bore little resemblance to the former headmaster, who was interested in nothing but his studies, and whose only praiseworthy trait was his tenacity in that single-minded pursuit. But I was different. I knew that knowledge was worth its weight in gold, and more critically, my intellect far outstripped his. How could the idiots around me fail to realize this? Sounds like someone's got a bit overconfident. This woman told me that the then headmaster, holding a lofty office he had done so little to deserve, was tantamount to sin, and I agreed. When she asked me if I could remove him, I assured her that it would be the simplest of tasks, and so I had him assassinated just as she wished, leaving not a trace of evidence behind to incriminate myself. Shortly after, I ascended to the headmaster's seat in his place. I encountered the strange woman only once more after that day, when I reported to her that I had murdered the former headmaster. She flashed a chilling smile and simply replied, "So you did?" Then she walked away, never again to appear before me. Perhaps removing that man was all she wanted of me after all, I thought. It was no matter, the tome was in my grasp, and I immediately set myself to uncovering its secrets. All the rumors I had heard were true. It was a work of staggering genius. With Lucia as my assistant, I was able to obtain other rare and ancient texts from that woman, even if I never saw her again. Yes, everything was going just as I had planned, and power beyond the imagination was finally within my reach. How did it all come to this? Damn that accursed Lucia, that damned heartless conniving witch. How did I not see? She meant to use me from the very start. I was the one who unlocked the secrets. I who constructed the basic theories of how to effectively control life and death. And as soon as I had done that, she had no more need for me. That was why she gave me a flawed blood crystal and led Cyrus right to me, so that she could dispose of me without dirtying her own hands. You despicable, loathsome, hateful woman. This has not cooled my fury, but only fueled it to greater heights. Curse you and that unholy witch that brought you to my side. May the deceitful Lucia burn for all eternity. May the foul witch LeBlack be banished beyond the farthest reaches of hell. Well, that took a turn for... that took a turn. That book, I have to say. Right. Final blue flame thingy here. Let's go, and...
Let's get this over with.
I know this one. Which one is it? Consuming Darkness.
Well then.
Alright, it's Matthias. Fight from Ophelia's story. Right, got any weaknesses to any of these skills?
Maleficent Star! Pierce our foes!
Light, good. Pretty good. Well, I guess you can just do a check and roll then. Analyze for more weaknesses and axes.
Have at you.
Cool, and analyze for last weakness as well.
Let us learn more.
Okay, ice weakness. That's useful. Sure, let's just do a check for now. It's bad that Cyrus is first next turn. Let's just defend instead. Not bad, it's not optimal.
No, you don't.
Black Gale.
I'll not be defeated.
Just
No,
defend
you
with
will
everyone
not.
except Cyrus.
I think not.
An interesting dilemma.
And Cyrus can do a blizzard.
A tempest of ice shall rage.
Have at you.
Perfect, to be honest.
I play Alaphen, Lord of Learning.
Go for the buffing and go for the kill.
So here I go!
Undoubtedly,
Bringer of the flame!
these are very easy right now. This is just a prequel to something, it feels like. Something scarier is gonna come after this. That's my feeling at least. Right, let's
Are you?
Times. I want to make sure that I hit him. I don't have the defense for do that now, but it should work anyway. Because I have
Lux Conjurer! Lux Conjurer! Thus ends your
Would have done a lot
lesson.
more damage if I had used that one as well, of course, but... Okay, good. Final one completed. I wonder what happens now. From the Diary of Matthias, the prophet of the accursed flame. Once I too believed in the teachings of the sacred flames. I led the people in its light as a servant of the church. No one could have doubted I was anything but a pious believer in those days. And when I look back upon it now, it all seems so painfully foolish. When was it that I first began to doubt the flame? Perhaps it was after I met LeBlanc. But no, that was but the catalyst to what was already growing within me. Even before LeBlanc appeared, those feelings had taken root in my heart. So, yeah, LeBlanc also had a hand in Matthias, it seems. She has had a hand in everything. So she is the overarching villain, but you apparently had to do a lot of side quests in order to unlock her, which is good and bad. I mean, if you're not into side quests, you'd miss this. But that's fine. I mean, I'm into side quests, so I wanted to do them, so good thing that is unlocked by that then. Small village whose church I had been appointed to was destroyed in a conflagration started by a capricious strike of lightning. The flames spread before we even knew what was happening. Before we knew it, we were engulfed in hell's fire. Countless were lost to the flames. Even the innocent young children who I loved so dearly. They had committed no sins. They did not deserve to have their flesh seared and their bones turned to ash. So I prayed to the flame. I prayed and prayed that their lives would be spared. Fool that I was, even after they were dead and gone, I believed that if I prayed hard enough, they might return to us, that a miracle might occur. And so I offered up every scrap of faith that I had, until at long last I realized the truth. Believing in the sacred flame and praying to it would not bring about a miracle. And if my faith could not bring me and those I loved succor in our time of greatest need, then it was worthless. It did not matter to me if the power I needed was forbidden. I would use that power for the force of good and bring about miracles. That was a true faith to which my eyes were finally open. It was not something I had been tricked into by another. I had reached enlightenment. It was only fitting that such a revelation came to me, the one true savior. Another one's full of himself. While LeBlanc may not have been responsible for my enlightenment, I am still grateful to her. After all, she is the one who granted me the blessing of 100 years free from aging. The dark secrets written in that tome can allow a man to cheat death, and I owe her a debt for sharing them with me. I gained eternal life, or close enough, as a true savior should. I then took it upon myself as my duty to save as many people as I could with the power granted to me, and so I set out to kindle the darker flame in our realm. If the sacred flame couldn't be weakened, yet more of Galdera's accursed power would seep through the gate of Finis, and I would be able to claim even greater strength for myself. I hid myself away from those in the church who wished to stop me, but the long march of time was my ally. It wore away the lives and the memories of any and all who once knew me, until it was as if my face had been washed away, like words written in sand. None who still live remember me as an apostate to the church. With enough leaves, all things are possible. Even obtaining a new name is little challenge. So I worked my way back into the church's graces as the traitor Matthias. Even the venerable Archbishop Joseph did not suspect me for a moment. Every step of the way, fate has shown me that I am in the right. I was able to uncover Galdera's altar because I am right. I was able to use a fragment of Galdera's power to bring about a miracle because I am right. I could become the savior of Whispermill and command its people to do my wishes because I am right. With Simeon as my ally, I never wanted for money nor power. The Obsidians served me well, whether they knew it or not. Simeon claimed never to have spoken of me to the others. I know not if he meant to use me as a secret weapon against the others, if the need ever arose, or if it was simply that he did not trust me. But it hardly mattered. After laboring for so many decades, the time had come at last. I had succeeded in liberating debilitating Archbishop Joseph with the poison the Obsidians had provided me. It was a beautiful poison. No one would ever suspect it was anything but a natural death. All that remained for me to do was to cast a dark shadow over the heart of Liana, the next flame bearer, and the sacred flame would soon burn black. This is what was meant to be. This is what was about to be. But no. Damn it all. To the farthest reaches of hell. The culmination of all I had worked for was a mere inches away. So close, I could feel the kiss of the accursed flame. And instead, it was all snatched away. That fire snuffed out, to leave me in utter darkness and despair. I am the savior. I was meant to bring Galdera's flame to the world. Why should I be left in this black hell? It is dark here. The blackness. It is all-consuming. Darker than 1,000 starless nights. Please, someone, anyone, bring me some light. Well, that's that took a turn for that took a turn. Okay. So what's this now? There's a gate up there, so new paths open up. Can I go further in here? Or is that the actual gate of Finis? So I can't go out, but I can keep going. Right, so that was I really enjoyed all that. I hope there's a save point here. Journey's End. Please be a save point in here, because I've fought so many battles now. No save point really. Form 2 parties for the final confrontation. Oh, I don't have enough for 2 parties. I need to grind my second party if I'm gonna do this. Don't really have time for this right now either. Wonder if I should switch my party around, grind for a bit with the secondary party, and then come back and do this later. Because I have a feeling that this might not be optimal for me at the moment. I'd actually want to do that, to be honest. Don't really want to split my party either, because these are not ready for this. This side is so not ready for this. Can I can't get out. Well, I suppose I'll just have to try this now then.
You?
Quite the stubborn ones, aren't we?
Why, yes.
Where's Kit? That's the question on your lips, isn't it?
Kit.
Why is right there, standing before your eyes? Where?
Just so.
The 13th god, Galdera, the Fallen. He and Kit are one and the same.
The Gate of Finis.
Gate of Finis was created to seal Galdera beyond the boundaries of this world. And the Crossword family, you see, comes from a long and ancient line that carries the stuff of the dark god in their veins.
But in truth...
Many years ago, I led Graham, Kit's father, to this same place. Told him that by coming here, he could return his beloved to the land of the living. A lie, of course, but one he was all too willing to believe.
And then...
All was proceeding according to plan, but in the end, I underestimated the strength of the man's spirit.
Oh.
The ritual failed, and Graham escaped somewhere, though he hardly resembled himself anymore. This time, though, will be different. This time, I will not fail.
It begins.
At long last, Galdera shall rise again, and all the world will know his fury. You too have an important role to play in this historic day. Your flesh, your blood, your very soul will feed the Dark God and give him strength.
Father.
Father, can you hear me? Father, your daughter calls for you.
Galdera.
Oh, Father.
My father.
Pray show mercy on these poor, wretched souls. I hear you, my daughter. Oh, Father, at last we are together. My daughter, for fulfilling your fate, I shall bestow upon you eternal slumber. I'm just gonna kill her. Okay. Brave souls, you too have earned the same reward. So come, let us consume all life in this world. Let us consume the gods themselves. For now, and eternity, there is only us. There is only Caldera.
I will stop you here and now!
So,
Out of my way.
Okay. Kinda wanna see how much life it's got. I'll just do a shackle flow, I guess. Not too bad. Alright, let's do... I don't want to analyze this omniscient eye. 500,000. That's a lot. I'm not gonna be able to kill that in one turn no matter what I do. But I'm assuming I need to kill this one down there first.
Let us learn more.
Or I can actually break
My
the
turn
boss. Okay, you can do one of these now.
Molecular star! Here's our foe!
It's immune to everything
Have
now.
at you. Let us learn
Yeah.
more.
Out of my way.
So you can just use a healing break punch.
Here.
Why not?
What is the logical course of action?
I wonder what the other part is going to be used for. Can be used for anything at all.
Lux Conjurer!
My turn now. Molecular star! Here's our foe!
Ouch. Question is, I think I want to buff with Ophelia now. So you need to heal Ophelia somehow. Let's do healing break. Actually, you have a heal, right? First aid. Use glasses.
Here.
Full.
Now,
Very useful.
my blade is unbending!
I really want that right now. We'll do that next turn though.
I think
Yes.
not.
I'll do my best!
You'll do...
Here I go! Elfric, bringer of the flame!
What is the logical course of action? My focus is
Build effect one there.
Lux Conjurer! Lux Conjurer!
Still immune.
The battle is truly joy.
There we go. Alright, let's do...
My blade is unbending. Elephant, Lord of Learning.
What is the logical course of action?
We'll do Elemental Break. Perfect.
Elemental Grip!
Oh, missed, of course.
Elemental Grip!
It's a second time since something.
Out of my way.
Oh, really? Another one of those quick ones. Well, let's do this now.
Are you? Give us your aid.
We're using a lot of items here. That's a good thing. Alright, let's do Shooting Stars.
Lightning star! Here's our foes!
One of us would win at least. Let's use one of these. Right now.
Here.
Good enough. Noxious fumes. Great, okay.
Interesting dilemma.
This and kill this one.
Venta Sultan!
My turn now. Prepare yourself! Elfric, bringer of the
Interesting fight, I'd
flame!
say. We can actually beat him here.
Victory shall be mine.
Well, the one back there was not weak to any of the elements in that one, so maybe, what if I try, like, I don't know. Try... Let's look at analyze that one as well.
Let us learn more.
Spears. Alright, now where was I? What do I want to do next? I want to use more. I want to use more of these energizing pomegranate thingies.
Here.
Now then,
That's too bad. Well, it's not the end of the world, I guess, but... let's just do this boost points.
let us learn more.
Daggers and... bows, you say?
Now, what next?
Guess I'll just do something like this.
My focus is
I think
unparalleled.
it's gonna kill the
Ignis Arden!
close.
Well then,
Well, what if I just...
prepare yourself! Elfric, bringer of the flame! I'll do my best!
Do you want to do heal more here? Let's do it just in case.
Bring about a miracle of healing!
Something will happen next turn. Another one of those. I should be fine.
I'm ready. Are you? Give us your
those
aid.
in theory. We'll do
The battle is truly joy.
a...
My blade is unbending. there!
You can snooze this on yourself, you can do a fully boosted next turn.
Let's try this.
Start next turn.
An interesting
World.
dilemma.
My focus is unparalleled.
Venta Solta!
As well.
Venta Solta!
Out of my way.
Alright. Let's have a chance to actually try to break him here. Let's do one of these.
Here.
Well then. Here I go! Elfric, bringer of the flame!
Now then,
Right, so... Bring out this last two
us
weaknesses now,
learn
just
more.
have them.
Out of my way.
I'm almost at full BP basically now, so I don't really need to do anything like that now. So let's do a...
I'm ready for you!
No, actually...
Let's do this!
These... Actually, bad idea. Let's do it anyway. Casey,
Give us your aid.
Bad idea. Do that, so that's good.
Well then.
Alright, wonder if it's not going to summon anything now until I've actually broken it once, maybe. Yes, but we'll see. So, what do I do with you? I need to heal now. Let's do a heal more. For sure.
Bring about a miracle of healing!
Sweet.
have at you.
You can do...
My blade is Elephant, Lord of Learning.
An interesting dilemma.
Now the true lesson begins.
Lux Conjurer! Lux Conjurer! What is the logical course of action?
Logical course of action is use this with a couple of boost points. And hope one of them hits at least.
Elemental Grip! Elemental Grip!
Well then. Here I go! Elfric, bringer of the
I
flame!
think I don't get two spell casts from
Out of my
him
way.
while this is active, but it's hopefully gonna be okay anyway. You will do what? You will do a... We'll do this.
Here.
That's very, very
The
good.
battle is
Extremely
truly
good.
joined. My blade is
do this.
Elephant, Lord of Learning.
Now, what next?
My focus is
Lux Conjurer!
Still at least
Lux
100
Conjurer!
damage. It's a lot. Not as much as I perhaps would have wanted it to be.
Out of my
but it is
way.
what it is. I'm at yellow life now, at least that's something. Right, so do I want to attack or do I want to... let's do... Let's do one of these. Let's do one of these.
Here.
I'll do my best! Prepare yourself! Malefic Star! Here's our
Please
foe!
some damage.
The battle
Not
is
a lot, but
truly
some at
joined.
least. Do I want to grab
My blade is unbending.
push in a little extra damage here. Yes, dude.
I wreak havoc upon thee!
I capped it. Forgot that. All of them. That's not fantastic.
Have at you!
Why is there numbers? Where are there numbers? I didn't really catch that. That does not look good. Getting numbers makes me nervous. Well, that's a good deal of damage anyways, I might as well heal him actually. Boost that spice sword instead. With swords. This one of them makes you with the swords at least.
What is the
Something.
logical course of action?
Right,
Now the true lesson begins!
I kinda wanna do this. So I'm already buffed up.
Lux Conjurer! Lux Conjurer! My turn.
Actually be the best move to just go for it here. I mean, I'm already buffed up and he's debuffed up, so this is actually, I feel like this is definitely the best move. I want to break him, I can attack with Ophelia, so let's do another one of these.
Here.
I'll do my best.
This on that one. And hopefully be able to kill him next turn unless Cyrus dies for some reason. I should have. Goody goody. Now, the world.
What next?
Alright, let's I think kill
Unparalleled!
it actually here.
Lux Conjurer!
Okay, so at least I got rid of the main target. I wonder if this is enough to actually win this fight or if I need to do more. Probably need to do more. Multi-targeting stuff for that, and for that Cyrus needs to get rid of one of his pots. Let's just do this. Alright, you don't have that.
Let's do this! Give us your aid.
I'll not be defeated. Molesting star. Here's our foe.
Five, because I didn't actually kill
Victory
them
shall
fast
be
quickly
mine.
enough. Be bad.
My blade is unbending! I will cut you down!
Ouch. That's actually unpleasant. Let's do a revitalizing jam. Brick will die if I don't do that. Okay, it was removed from the fight. Interesting.
Now the true lesson begins!
Kill this one then, because I know its weakness.
Venta Sulta!
Really wish I did have the... Okay, that's all SP. All of his SP. Let's do this one on Fires now.
I'm sorry.
I'll draw this live.
Interesting dilemma.
Right. Live one, because one of them could die from this, I guess.
Lux Conjurer!
Nope. Yeah. Nope. Well, at least he came back, that's good. Blade incantation, that's not the end of the world.
Now then. Use
Back
this.
Cyrus as well.
I'll not be defeated.
Right, let's hope this is enough to kill
Have
Lost
this.
2. I wasn't really gonna do this now, but it feels like it should be doable.
Conjurer!
Only the one.
What is the logical course of action? Ignis are dead! Thus,
See if this is the end of it
ends
then.
your
Do I need to fight with the other party as well? If I do, Did I defeat it? Did I win? Nope, I did not. Or is that just a prequel? That is a prequel fight. Well,
Won't move willingly.
that's not great. That will not reach goal
Letting
there.
the hunt begin.
99? Holy crap. Okay, I have my secondary party for this. Yeah, I'm not gonna win this. I need to grind for this. With my second party at least. Because there's no way I'm beating this boss with this party at the moment. Even if they had the good gear, which they don't, so. Let's see if anyone's weak to bows. There was one that was weak to bows.
Sorry, guys.
Not unexpected, because I was weak as heck. Wonder. Just out of curiosity. Just gonna check. If the autosave is, or from where the autosave is. There's no autosave in there either. Does autosave at all? No, there it is. Right, so there's no autosave in there. So, I think I might actually do the grinding while not recording, to be honest, because it's gonna take too long otherwise. So we gotta find a good place to grind, and then grind out my secondary party. And yeah, I gotta prepare 2 parties for this, and probably have my strongest party for the second fight. It seems that would be the best move. But for now, I'll just head to Atlas Dam, Swarky. I'll just go to Boulderfall, my first town I was in. I will definitely go back there after, like, getting my secondary party stronger and maybe leveling up my main party as well a few levels more. We'll see. There was one guard who was level 70 challenge, so I kind of want to go through that one as well. So might do that before actually going there again. But yeah, that is going to be it for this one. So failed my first attempt as what I'm guessing is the super boss of this game, because it hit me hard, and the first part was pretty hard as well, but doable but hard. But yeah, I enjoyed that. So it's gonna be it for this one. So until next time, have a good time.